I call this our royal court. You're the queen, and you've got this royal court. Now, like you said, you're always in your mind, which means you're always hanging out with the smartass. That's the smartass that works for the queen. That's your mind. And in your case, yes, your mind is very active. But your mind needs the smartass needs to interview your feelings and needs to interview your heart. Good morning, my friend, and welcome back to Monday. Well, Sensei says today you're going to be masterminding your serious joy. And I have the 3 important steps to building your mastermind. From my smartphone to yours, keep streaming for your Monday Namaste today. Welcome to Namaste Today, a super conscious way to start your day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. I work in the modality of psychic astrology, and I'm on a little mission here to stand in my heart, help other people come in their heart, and raise the vibration of love on earth. Namaste, my friend, and welcome back from the weekend. Well, today, I believe you will be masterminding your heart's path. We're past the turbulent part of the weekend, and we're ready to see the great plan. And in today's Megascope, I'll give you 3 steps to build your mastermind. But first, let's take a look ahead at your 5-day Moodcast. This zodiac weather is for Monday, August 15, 2016. Looking ahead at the week and the 5-day Moodcast, tomorrow is going to be sunny and cool. It's also the start of the full moon. Wednesday is going to be cloudy and spaced out, and overnight we'll have a lunar eclipse. And Thursday is the lunar eclipse aftermath, but it's sunny and peaceful. However, today I'm predicting sunny and serious. You might find yourself being a little sharp today. Now, the Great Human Walk has reached step 23, Leo. That means our ruling channel today is channel 5, I think. And that means the ruling planet is Mercury. Now, our emotional focus is also serious. It's professional and discipline. The moon is in Act 3 of Capricorn. And our mental focus, which is the ruling planet, is what I would call a focused frenzy. Mercury's at step 20, Virgo. So today, things are serious for a reason. It's time to come up with your master plan. It's time to come up with what you're going to do. And today, I have 3 steps to mastering your future. But first, grab yourself some tea and let's have our daily tea time. Hello, my friend, and welcome to our tea time. Today's tea time topic is one you can take to the bank, literally. Gratitude is the attitude of receiving. And you might have heard that from me before. And you might think, oh, that's a cute little rhyme. Oh, no. That is actually 20 years of light work, okay? Like, I want you to know as far as understanding how to manifest. And I'm going to try to go into a little bit of it here today. First of all, let me just say that I have a lot of people out there who watch my show. Once I get into a reading with you, I quite often catch you putting yourself down. A lot of people put themselves down out there, and they put themselves down because they're trying to express a false humility. That's what I've noticed. It's not that you really think you're stupid or that you really think that something's wrong with you. It's that you just don't want to appear too big in that moment, and so you'll put yourself down. Now, by doing that, you actually deconstruct your ability to manifest. And what you're trying to do is remain humble. Right? That's what you're trying to do, and I always call it a false humility. Well, that is one of the things that gratitude is the attitude of receiving solves, okay? A lot of my clients do not manifest in their life because whenever God tries to pay you with a compliment or something good, you bounce it off like Wonder Woman and her bulletproof bracelets. And I noticed that so many light workers, that's part of the reason why it's not work, it shouldn't be work, is never taking a compliment. So gratitude is the attitude of receiving will solve that. When someone gives you a compliment, when someone does something, your response is simple: thank you. It's thank you, okay? That's the response, thank you, which is gratitude. Now, the truth is, I believe that gratitude is actually the attitude of receiving. On the one hand, when we are grateful from our heart, okay, that means that we are prepared to give, want to give, but don't give, right? You're just like bowing when you're grateful. When you're really grateful, you're energetically just kind of like bowing, right? You're literally letting energy in and bringing down your defenses when you're grateful. Okay? When you stand straight tall and of who you are, you don't allow energy to come in. So gratitude is literally the attitude of receiving. But wait, it goes even on another dimension, all right? The other dimension has to do with manifestation. Now, some of you have been with me for a long time. I did Lightcast Boot Camp. I did Serious Joy Camp. These are camps where I was teaching and teach how to manifest reality, which I have become really good at over time. In fact, I'm trying to reserve time to actually do it because I'm so busy having fun making shows and doing other things. But one of the things that I teach in this is that, and this came to me through my guides, this came to me when I was unpacking and understanding how to manifest reality, that, you build this whole conscious thing up where you build it up into value, and you basically say to the universe, okay, I want a law of attract it. But one of the things that I was hung up on when I was trying to law of attract was, what do you do while you're waiting for it to come? Like, what do you do? Do you keep thinking about it? Because I feel like if you keep thinking about what you're trying to manifest, it's almost like you keep checking the cake in the oven and you're going to make the cake fall. So I had this intuitive sense that you had to let go of it, but I didn't know what to do. Like, should I think about it still? Should I not think about it? Should I think about something else? But I don't want something else. So I want that, so in the whole, figuring out how to pray and make things happen, I was trying to figure out that last step. And finally, I realized it's step 11. And step 11 in the 11 steps of serious joy is gratitude. All right. So basically what you do is you basically wait in gratitude until it comes. That's what I realized the final note was. But there's still yet one more piece I want to give you. I was reading Conversations with God, which is one of my favorite books that has opened me up, and God is very distinct and just talks about how things work. And basically what God says is that when you want to manifest something, when Jesus wanted to create a miracle, for instance, on earth, Jesus basically said to God, I want this miracle. Thank you in advance for giving me this miracle. I'm grateful in advance for you giving me this miracle. So what God was saying in the book was when you want something to happen, you basically give forward gratitude to the universe for having already giving it to you, and you stay in that gratitude for authentically thanking God that it's going to come. All right? So gratitude is the attitude of receiving in even a more powerful way, in the sense that when you want something you want something now, go ahead and thank God for it now. Be grateful now, right? And then I also talk about, recently I did a piece called What You Be is What Comes. Well, in another dimension of gratitude is the attitude of receiving, okay? What you be in the moment is the kind of be you will have in the future. So it's like, if I be happy, I will create, the universe will creatively create reasons for me to be happy about 40 days from now, okay? So if you want to be abundant, for instance, then if you are abundant every day, then, yes, you will be abundant in 40 days. But being abundant seems like you have to spend money, doesn't it? Like, how do I be abundant when I don't have money? There's always that paradox of how do I be rich or be wealthy? Well, you can be those things. And one of those ways of being wealthy or abundant, by the way, is to not worry about money. That's like a counterverse. However, if you think about gratitude is the attitude of receiving, okay, then if you know that if something good came to us, you'd be like, oh my God, thank you. You'd be so grateful. Therefore, really, you just shouldn't be rich to have abundance, but just be grateful. By being grateful, you're basically saying to the future, give me new reasons to be grateful. And by being grateful for the now, you are creating new reasons for the grateful in the future. The very last thing I'll put out here, and this is a little bit of a longer one, but I want to put it all out there because I really want everyone to call in their abundance. But really, whenever you're having a hard time, whenever you can't get through a hard time, really counting your blessings, as they say, not only helps in the sense that you feel better when you actually see your knot dropped by the universe, but you literally turn around your mood because what you're being is ungrateful and pissy that things aren't going well. So if you start counting your blessings and being grateful for what you have, you immediately start reverse engineering the future you have coming. All right, that was today's little lecture on gratitude is the attitude of receiving. I'm going to really quickly give you your megascope because I'm a little over time today. And we're going to talk about how to mastermind your future, 3 steps when I come back. Okay. Whew, I felt a heaviness. I had to look at the moon. It's in Capricorn. Okay, that explains everything. Like, what's the heaviness of this day? It's Capricorn. So the moon today is in Capricorn in the high degrees of Act 3, and we're also trying to mastermind what our heart wants. And what Spirit wants you to know, what came up really is that, I know reality seems really real. I know it seems like we've always had cell phones where you can talk to people, or we've always had these things. But we haven't, right? Once upon a time, we actually just had a vision for reality and we created it. That's how we used to be. What Spirit's showing me is that people have gotten too caught up in all of this stuff, and so as a result, you're convinced that you have no options. And the only reason why people are convinced they have no options is because they're following other people's lead of software, websites, other things. People aren't going back to their heart and what they need for themselves. So it's important today for your masterminding, basically to know that you don't have to follow any rules. As long as you don't hurt anyone, do it. All right? You create the rules to your reality. Now, that said, I'm going to give you 3 steps to help mastermind your way. Step number 1. What do you feel is correct in your life? And we're talking about masterminding. What do you feel is correct? I know what you think. What do you feel is correct? Step 2. Well, what do you believe in? Okay, I feel this is the way it can be. Okay, well, what do you believe? Do you believe you can do it? Do you believe you have a chance? Do you believe in yourself? Step 3. Do what you feel and believe in match? Because if what you feel and what you believe in match, that's your mastermind. Tell your mind to memorize that feeling and to memorize it for the future. Now, for those who are watched over by my personal Sensei service, today I'm going to do in your daily Zen the answer to what is believing. As far as spirituality is concerned, what is believing? Do you need to know facts? I'll let you know. And in your eye candy at 3 o'clock, I will remind you what you were born believing in. What were you born believing in? What were the principles at the bottom and fundaments of your soul's belief? I'll have the answer at 3 p.m. And if people are watching on YouTube, hey, please be kind and do subscribe. It helps us with our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at CWateki. And if you'd like to find out more about the bright star you really are, come on down to SeriousJoy.tv. We aim to be the brightest community on the internet. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky, and we're trying to reflect that here on Earth. Come on down and see what all the hype is about. Right now, I am doing a reading sale, and I'm going to continue this sale until I am sold out through the autumn, okay, through Christmas, basically. This is so I can plan my season. So if you'd like to save money on a 15, 30, or 1-hour reading with me, come on down to SeriousJoy.tv. More details there. All right, my friend. Well, I am so grateful to be of soul service. Welcome to a beautiful week of being you. I'll see you in 24 hours with more. Remember, I love you. Live, love, be.
So